This is the most revolutionary feature in Geometry Dash, but how do you use it? Platformer mode gives you almost limitless power as a creator, but with great power comes great responsibility, and it's important to not mess it up. Let's start with what's new. You can move as you wish, triggers must be touch triggered to activate properly, wave and swing copter are gone, and there's no sync. The freedom that platformer provides can be a bit daunting, but every good level will use these 3 secrets for good gameplay. First, mechanics. These are things like how game modes work, your size and gravity, and how physics works. Even a simple game mode switch can change how you approach a part, so you have to plan out your ideas instead of just winging it. There are other neat mechanics in platformer mode, and you can even make your own, but don't cram everything into one level. Pick some and stick with them. If you use too many mechanics, you'll confuse players and make it hard to teach them everything. And yes, you have to teach mechanics to players. Not everyone knows that tap to switch means pseudo jump pad, for example. So start with a basic use, then challenge a player with it, and then use your mechanic everywhere else. You'll see this in levels like Speed Tech, Flip Swap Factory, and Relief Friends, and makes them more fun because the creators don't have insane expectations of you. Speaking of expectations, don't expect people to know where to go if your level looks like RobTop's code. Besides getting playtesters to ensure readability, use structuring to point players in the right direction, and use camera triggers to your advantage too. Unless you're literally making a maze, try to keep your structure simple and easy to understand, and point the player in the right direction using arrows and paths. People also expect to get rewards in games, so reward players for doing things in your level. If they use the intended path, give them checkpoints, but if they test the waters and challenge themselves, give them shortcuts or coins, anything to make the effort worth it. Just make sure you show prizes in a consistent way. If you use cracks in the wall for a secret, do that through your whole level. But of course, you can do all these things and still have a level that's annoying and sucks to play. That can happen because you neglect your pacing. Good pacing keeps people engaged, while bad pacing is either too boring or too confusing. You can improve your pacing by having clear goals and clear rewards in your level, instant feedback to tell the player what they're doing wrong, and enough difficulty to keep them engaged without being unfair. But that's only for individual parts. Across the level, there should also be general changes, kinda like the structure of a story. Pacing should influence your level's difficulty and intensity, so a higher pace corresponds to a more intense challenge. You shouldn't put fast-paced gameplay in the tutorial area, but you can use it when the players learn your mechanics. Pacing also affects your song choice too, so use fast-paced parts of the song with a faster-paced segment and vice versa. You can use the new song triggers to choose the right music for each segment, which is really helpful for pacing. Now remember when I said that platformer mode's power requires responsibility? Well, you'll notice that platformer levels need more complex triggers than normal levels. If you want to learn more about making levels and using triggers, then join our Discord in the description.